Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Relatively Gaming Podcast. My name is Bret, aka Enigma9011, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host, the awesome one, Turn-Based TJ, aka TJ. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good because I am the awesome one.
You always gas me up, so I'm like, I'm awful at compliments. I don't know. The Marvel
no,
rival himself, Turn-Based TJ? What do you want?
Yeah, the awesome one sounds like the ancient one or something.
No.
I'm a superhero. I'll take it though.
All right, fair enough. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. It's Saturday currently while we're recording, so there's there's some men's Olympic ice hockey going on
Oh,
today, so I'm
okay.
excited for that.
Cool. Very nice. If this is your first time joining us over here at Relatively Gaming, well, first off, thanks. Hi. What we do is we just talk some of the gaming news that's been going on this week, what we've been playing, talk about some future titles or backlog things that we might need to get to, as well as a fun mystery topic. Could be teaching, could be revenge quizzes, could be, I don't know, a random gif of a porcupine, because why not? If you like what you hear or are watching here on YouTube and Spotify, please give us a like, follow, all that jazz. It really does help us out, supports us. And as well, if you ever have a topic of discussion you'd like for us, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below, and we'll get to it at a future episode. Well, let's jump on into the news. TJ, what do you got for news for us this week?
Yeah, I got some light news, nothing too heavy this week. Well, a couple of topics are a little heavy,
Sure.
but the first thing I wanted to get to, which really got me excited, was Diablo 2,
Mm.
Resurrected. It adds a new class, being the Warlock, um, and a new end game. There hasn't been an update to Diablo 2 since the Lords of Destruction update, which was 25 years ago. So pretty
Dang.
crazy that they added the Warlock into the game. I was hoping it would be free, but when I booted up my Switch version of D2R yesterday, I found out it was $25. So that was a little sad. But still pretty cool. Pretty cool that they're adding stuff to this game. I wonder if they'll keep adding stuff because now that brings it up to 8 classes, I believe. 8 character classes. So I wonder if they'll keep adding classes to D2R and just make it like this weird homunculus of a game where they just like stitch on the 13 character classes in Diablo 2 Resurrected. That would be crazy. But speaking of older games, which this is going to make me feel old, Pokemon Go celebrates its 10-year anniversary.
Wow. Wait,
Yeah.
that was pre-pan. Oh, yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. Okay. Damn. Good. Good for them.
Yeah. Pokemon Go's just had its shares of blowing up at different times intermittently. So pandemic was just one of those times that it blew up again and resurfaced again. But
Right.
yeah, it predates the pandemic, 2016. They're to celebrate the 10-year anniversary, they're bringing back Mewtwo, who hasn't been seen in 4 years in Pokemon Go. Or so they say. I don't know. I've never played Pokemon Go. But that just sounds that was crazy to me. Do you remember when Pokemon Go first came out, or?
I do. I never played it, but I do remember when I was living in California at the time, my buddy Billy was visiting, and he was very into it. So part of his visit, we went to, I think it was Santa Monica Pier, because there was a lot of Pokestops and whatnot over that direction. So we just kind of walked to the beach, and he was doing that and stuff. It was fun. It was nice, but I never got into it. But I do remember, obviously, that time frame.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very popular for a long time, and I'm surprised the game is still kicking, to be honest with you. So,
Yeah.
um, I heard, and this might be apocryphal, so I apologize. I'll have my journalistic license revoked
We
again.
lost it last
But
week. It doesn't matter.
yeah, yeah, it's gone. I've heard tell that they were like selling data points for mapping purposes.
Oh, okay.
And they were using the images that people took of the Pokemon to like image
Oh.
map areas and things like that. So
Oh.
I'm not sure if that was a true story or not, but yeah, interesting. Pokemon Go, very interesting game
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Another interesting game that just keeps on kicking is No Man's Sky. It released a Remnant update, which adds a gravity gun and the ability to customize a Colossus truck for transporting scrap and other material. So I feel like I just updated or not updated, but I just gave an update on No Man's Sky, and they have another one already. Like they just keep coming out with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity Gun sounds like fun though. On the heavier side of things, though, on February 11th, Wildlight Entertainment announced that it was laying off members of the High Guard team. So they didn't get the success and response that they were hoping for, I
Mm-hmm.
believe. They said the Twitch numbers, if that's anything to go by, just absolutely plummeted into the ground. You can go look it up right now on High Guard, and it's like 300 people watching or something.
Mm.
Pretty not good. Speaking of layoffs, though, 2XKO also facing layoffs, their team. So I believe that game hasn't even been out for that long.
Well, it's I think it's coming out on consoles or recently came out on consoles, but it's been on PC for a bit because I know a person we both watch, Maximilian Dude. I know he's been playing it. So this was the console launch side of things. But yeah, I had an article up from Polygon, I believe, about it. One moment. No, I don't want to zoom. Get out of here. It's because Artemis is on the keyboard. I'm like, why is scroll wheel zooming in? Because he's holding down the keys. Yeah, this is by Ollie Welsh over at Polygon. Riot Games has cut the development team of its free-to-play fighting game 2XKO by half, laying off around 80 staff, according to the report by game developer. An official statement, executive producer Tom Cannon said that the game had not reached enough players. It's set within the League of Legends universe and shares characters with Riot's massive MOBA. It was a passion project at Riot that went through an epic 10-year development, holy crap, including multiple reboots. The cuts come just 3 weeks after its January 20th launch. Oh, okay. So maybe you're right, it was a launch everywhere. I just thought it was consoles alone. My apologies.
Yeah, that's a little crazy, especially after 10 years. You think they would give them longer than 3 weeks before they start putting the axe to people?
I
But
mean, it's unfortunate. It's just the cost of game development is also getting nuts. And I don't know if it's a scaling problem. I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago with Insomniac's Spider-Man 2. Like, that game was very, very expensive to make. And I don't know if it's a time factor. I don't know if it's a size factor. I don't know what it, maybe it's just teams, like the teams are too big, which don't get me wrong, I don't want it to be like super small teams where they're all grinding away and like stressing and like working 80-hour weeks, don't want those insane crunch time. That's the frickin' terminology. Like, you want these people to live happy lives, but yeah, obviously if the game launches and then they're getting laid off after launch, that's not great either. But I don't, it's a weird myriad of factors of, if it's a big project that obviously you invest a lot of money into, you want those returns to happen. And sometimes with games, it needs to be hit right away or you're fucked. Like, I think Among Us is probably one, if not the only, but the best example of like a turnaround later in its life. Like, Among Us was not
right.
the big hit it was at launch until obviously pandemic. Granted, everybody was home, and like that's a lot different factor that should not repeat itself. But like all the stars aligned for Among Us to be successful, but I don't even know their full history. Like, maybe they also had layoffs when it first launched, etc. But most games, yeah, it's like you got to hit it immediately, because we will, as gamers, move on to the next thing if something doesn't spark our interest. So it just sucks.
Yeah, and I wonder if there's just not a big crossover of people who are fans of League of Legends and also fighting game fans.
That's true.
I don't know if MOBAs and fighting games really translate that well, although they have been successful with Valorant, so
Mm.
Who's to say? But I guess that's technically not sharing the League of Legends universe. That's like its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not really sure. But either way, it's sad to see that they're doing that. I was gonna give the game a chance at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it with the hard drive space,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks like I might not if there's not a big player base, because then the players who are there are going to kick the crap out of me.
True. Yeah. I mean, did I say it was free to play? I'm already blanking on what I read.
I think it's free to play. Yeah.
Okay, so that's another added factor of like it's a live service game. So you're not getting your investment back of like someone bought a copy. It's just got to come back on the back end of microtransactions type stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's free to play, at least for your experience, like, yeah, why not? At least if you're interested, you can jump in and there is no investment on your end. If it
Yeah.
is like, oh, I'm getting slaughtered, okay, yeah, I don't feel bad. I just spent $40 to get annihilated however many times.
Yeah, the old, oh, I bought Mortal Kombat 6 months later dilemma, where you're like, oh, I just paid a bunch of money to get reamed. That's fun.
Yeah, yeah.
But speaking of fighting games, I'm trying not to cover any of the PlayStation State of Play stuff because I know that's going to be your side of things.
Hello.
But I'm going to cover just two pieces of news. Um, One is that Marvel token, it leaks. There's been some leaks about it that there's going to be 20 fighters. There's going to be 20 fighters. There's going to be an episodic character mode. And on PlayStation, on PC, you will need a PlayStation account to play online, kind of like Helldivers 2. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't have a PlayStation account, so that might be a bar of entry for me. A bar of entry. What word am I looking for?
Barrier,
Uh,
barrier entry.
a barrier to entry. Yes, it might be a barrier to entry for me to play this game, but hopefully it won't be that bad. I don't know if it's like you have to have a paid PlayStation account or you just have to have a PlayStation account.
Well, if it's just you need a PlayStation account, then it's just like any login type thing. If it's PlayStation Plus account, that would be a cost. It's kind of like your Xbox Live type thing, type deal.
Okay, well, I think it's just the account then. I don't think it's the PlayStation Plus account.
Gotcha.
Because that would be insane. That would be
Yeah.
that would be a big encroachment because that's one of the benefits of PC gaming is that you don't have to pay for online play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they also revealed at the State of Play that the X-Men are going to be in the game with Storm, Wolverine, Magic, and Danger.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't particularly know who Danger was, so I looked it up, and it is the manifestation of the Danger Room
Mm-hmm.
with the Shia technology and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I would have liked there to be a more popular character in place of Danger, probably. And Magic is also technically on the New Mutants and not the X-Men, but we're not going to split hairs here. I'm just glad that we have
It's a
some
new X-Men team.
X-Men.
If you watch the trailer, TJ, they're the
Yeah, it
Unbreakable
is.
X-Men. God damn it.
They are the Unbreakable X-Men, but I would have liked a more classic. I would have
Sure.
liked a Colossus or something, or a Nightcrawler. Or Nightcrawler would be hard to implement, but like a Colossus or like a Cyclops. Or
If you watched my gameplay of Marvel Tokon, you know they're in the background and they weren't going to be in the game.
but I want them in the game.
I know, I'm sorry.
Or Phoenix or something. Phoenix would be pretty cool. They already have Storm though, but yeah. I don't know. It's I was excited and disappointed at the same time. I've oh, I love it and I hate it at the same time. I had mixed feelings for
Sure.
sure about that. But it is exciting nonetheless. I think 20 characters. I think a lot of people were like only 20 characters, but having watched you play it and stuff, it's like it is a tag game, but it's kind of not a tag game at the same time. Like
Yeah.
you're kind of really focusing on one character at a time. So I feel like 20 characters is a good amount. And let's be honest, the game's gonna have DLC. Look at Dragon Ball Fighters; they had like a gorillion DLCs. So there
Yeah.
will be a bunch of DLCs
How many were
for
Goku,
Marvel
though?
Token. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of Goku fighters. Hopefully, they do the same thing, but they add different versions of Cyclops. That would be my wish that they have 14 versions of Cyclops. You get the Apocalypse Cyclops. You get the Cyclops from X-Men versus the Avengers. You get this. Okay, well, we don't have to go. Phoenix Force Cyclops. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Speaking of PC games and stuff, though, a game I wish it was on PC, but is not, is Ghost of Yotei. And Ghost of Yotei, it outsells Ghost of Tsushima in a similar time frame, though. PlayStation was saying that that was a big reason for their success financially during that quarter was because of Ghost of Yotei. So it outsells Ghost of Tsushima, and at the State of Play, they released that Legends gets a release date of March 10th. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy for Ghost of Yotei. I hope that with that financial success, they say, hey, we can make even more money on PC. But
It's
we'll
coming.
have to
Just
see
give
with
it
that.
time.
No, I need an announcement. Okay, I'm getting a Bloodborne feeling here
Hmm.
for some reason. But yeah, I just hope it comes to PC soon, and I'm very happy that it outsold Ghost of Tsushima because then hopefully they'll make a third one because that would be really cool too.
And it shuts up a lot of stupid people. It's a woman lead. Erika Ishii. Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, Erika Ishii is a national treasure,
Yes,
and
did you see her at Game Awards just chomping away at her popcorn, having the time of her life? Legend.
yeah, she's an absolute legend and awesome, and I'm very happy for her that her game has been successful. Like I said, I hope there's a third one. It would be cool if I know they're like cross times, but now I want there to be like a time traveling where Erika Ishii's character meets Jin Sakai and somehow they team up for the third one. That's my prediction for the Ghost,
Bold.
the third Ghost game. Bold prediction, Cotton. We'll see
Yeah.
if it plays out.
Yeah.
That's all I have for news. What about yourself, Brett? What did you have for news this week?
Pokopia previews are up and going from certain content creators. If you don't remember what Pokopia is, this is like the Animal Crossing type Pokemon game where you're a Ditto who is transformed into a child. Yeah, I know, still weird. But then you are rebuilding up a town and a Poke Center to try and return humans? I don't know. But you are trying to also bring back the habitat for the Pokemon to bring them in the area. As you bring Pokemon in, you'll learn different moves and abilities from them. For example, Squirtle with Water Gun, Bulbasaur with like Seed something, Hitmonchan with his little boxing gloves, so you can clear out terrain. You're just trying to kind of build up a Pokemon community with your Ditto. So previews have gone up. Seems like everybody's really, really enjoying it, which I'm excited for. I'm getting a little worried because I can't remember off the top of my head if this is a Switch 2 exclusive or if it's on Switch 1. Because if it is on Switch 2, then I'll be waiting a lot longer for this title, which is, in the long run, fine. Just like, bummer. But I'm happy people are liking it. There's more footage out there, too, of like more gameplay aspects. So it seems real exciting. I believe Pokopia comes out next month or April. So we're getting close. Indie game that came out has been blowing up. That game is Mugenics. This is from IGN and Tom Marks. Mugenics sells over 150,000 copies in first 6 hours. Quote, this is beating expectations by quite a lot, unquote. The latest game from the developer of Binding of Isaac is off to a screaming start. Mugenics, the cat breeding tactics roguelike from the developer of the Binding of Isaac has hit the ground running, to say the least. It's already made back the cost of its roughly 7-year development, blew past eternal sales expectations, and is currently approaching the highest peak concurrent player count of Isaac itself, and it only launched today, this was on February 10th, at 6 a.m. Pacific. Quote, so far, this is beating expectations by quite a lot, unquote. Developer Tyler Glale tells IGN, saying it likely took less than 3 hours for development costs to be fully recouped. Quote, it's a bigger launch than any of the Isaac expansions already, and it's only been a few hours, unquote. His partner, Edmund McMillan, best known for games like Isaac and Super Meat Boy, just put just how wide of a gap that is into a perspective. Quote, I think the highest sales day for any game of mine, release-wise, was Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Excuse me. And it sold 40,000 units, I think, day one. By comparison, McMillan says Mugenics sold around 152,000 copies in its first 5.5 hours, and quoted, it isn't that kind of insane. So I saw people posting about Mugenics as it was leading up to release, and I had no idea what it is, but I've heard comparisons to XCOM, obviously Cats I'm a big fan of, so I might poke my head into this. If it's XCOM-like in gameplay, I don't know if that will get me in. I enjoyed the dabblings of XCOM, but whoo boy, that game was tricky. So we'll see. If you're into cats and you want goofy stuff, there's a lot of good representation in the game too, which I appreciate. So go check that out. There's also, I will put this out there, a little controversy about some of the guest voice actors who have gave meows for this. So do your research, take it with a grain of salt, and decide from there if you want to support or not. Totally understand if not the case. I don't know the specifics. I just want to make sure I give that message out to everybody. Like I said, do your research.
I actually have Eugenics pulled up right now on Steam because this was the game I was going to talk about in the future game.
Oopsie! Well, we can do that later.
Yeah, I'm still excited to give it a shot to play it because it is a tactical game. I really like the idea of combining roguelikes and tactical games in general. I feel like there's been a couple of good shots and some of them have failed pretty hard. Like oh gosh, I'm blanking on the names of them now, but there's a couple indie games that have tried this concept before. But it looks like Megenics has really nailed it. And I wouldn't say it's like XCOM. I'd say it's more like a Fire Emblem or something because it's like overview, isometric view with a grid. So it is turn-based tactics though. So it looks really good. The art style reminds me of Binding of Isaac as well. So he's keeping the art style in the same vein, which is cool because it looks like an old Flash game. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited for it. I will change my game for what game I'm excited for. But I am excited to give this game a chance. I just didn't want to spend $26 on it yet,
Sure.
but I might have to because it looks pretty great. I was watching Co Carnage play it this morning actually on Twitch. So he was doing a run and I was like, oh, let me check out this game a little bit further. And I was like, this game looks absolutely insane. The cat breeding, the being able to name all the cats and everything like that is pretty cool. So it definitely, I'm glad the game is getting success, honestly.
Nice. A very quick piece of news. Helldivers the movie has casted Jason Momoa to be part of the film. I know some people are a little like, what? In terms of that move. I don't know. I kind of dig it. Jason Momoa's got some good comedy. There's a good ad going around where he like plays kind of like how Eddie Murphy played everybody in that one movie. He's kind of got this thing where he plays a bunch of different characters, and there's one scene with him as his dad, and they have an interaction. I don't know. It makes me chuckle every time. So I don't know. I could see it. I kind of like it, but some people were like, "This is not adding up." But is what it is.
I didn't realize there was going to be a Helldivers movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think it was announced a little while ago, but
is it like pretty long in development, or do you not know?
I'm not sure. We have the power of the internet at our hands. Excuse me, Helldivers movie. Oh, not moves. Movie. Let's see what Polygon's got to say. Chris Hayner. This news comes from Deadline, which reports that Momoa will reunite with Fast X director Justin Lin on the project, with the release date of November 10th, 2027, launched as a PlayStation exclusive in early 2015 before coming to PC at the end of the year. Helldivers from Arrowhead Games follows an elite group of soldiers in the battle against alien creatures to save Super Earth. I
mean, that's pretty far in development then. If it's coming out November 10th of next year, they've got a while to go. Yeah, I don't think they've started filming yet, obviously, but looks like they're pretty far along into pre-production.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything in this article. It just goes on about Momoa's other films, like before you'll see him in Helldivers, you can see him as Lobo and Supergirl. Okay, great.
Oh man, I can't wait to see him as Lobo though.
Have you seen screenshots of him?
Yeah, I saw they released like a little teaser thing where he just like pops out and he looks exactly like the comic books.
Yeah,
it's
looks
kind
great.
of insane.
Yeah. All right, and then my last piece of news you alluded to earlier, PlayStation held a state of play, just like every freaking video game company. They decided to announce it the last fucking minute. So they had a state of play on Thursday that ran for about 70 minutes, and holy shit, people are very happy with this state of play. It was very, very good. A lot of cool announcements. While I'm not going to go through everything, I am or would like to talk about a few standouts that I did notice in the state of play. We opened up with a big one with Kena Scars of Cosmora, which is coming out this year, which is a sequel to Kena Bridge of Spirits. Phenomenal indie game by Ember Labs, I believe. If you haven't seen Kena is... she's kind of like a spirit guide, so she's helping spirits kind of move on into the afterlife, and while doing so, she kind of has to fight away dark spirits and entities that have kind of taken over certain areas where this spirit is kind of stuck and hasn't like reached their resolution kind of thing, like they're holding on to something. Beautiful game. Had a lot of fun with it. Played it a while back. It does have a bit of a difficulty spike towards the end, I will say. But in terms of combat, in terms of art style, phenomenal game. So very, very excited to hear about a sequel, and especially with it coming out this year. I do not think there was any talk of this even being a possibility or by leaks or news outlets at all. So it was a very nice surprise and a big one to start with. We saw more of Resident Evil 9. Mixed bag in my opinion, just because it's coming out in 2 weeks, but they need to remind you and shove it down our throats. Looks good. Leon actually shot some things this time, so that's an improvement. But we did get the reveal of the police station from Resident Evil 2, and we got to see Leon there. We also got some more hints at some story stuff, which I'm not going to say here, just in case people are trying to go into it, a little less information, but some interesting information there if you do want to go to the state of play and see what they showed.
Yeah, I got chills when they showed the police station. I thought that was just incredible. I don't know how that's going to tie into everything, but I was like,
Sure.
Oh my god, when I saw that lobby.
Yeah. We got a follow-up for Control Resonant, sequel to Control. We got a gameplay reveal. Looks phenomenal there, and also a follow-up of 2026 coming out for that game. I believe a new game was shown off called Crimson Moon. It was a co-op night game, almost looks very Souls-like. Just thought it looked very interesting, had some banger-ass music, also coming out 2026. One that also struck me by surprise and hit and pulled my heartstrings, the hit game Neva, which I believe came out last year? No, maybe 2 years ago, is getting a prologue that is actually dropping in 5 days as of recording. So it's coming out next week. This is the developers of Gree, which I'm so sorry I'm forgetting their name. Beautiful hand-drawn, painted look art style to these games, 2D side-scroller platformers that you play. Neva was the same thing as Gree in terms of the platforming and whatnot, but it had more combat elements to it. Not anything super difficult, but, a little bit more intense, obviously, in comparison to Gree, which was more just exploration. Beautiful story of a girl and her dog and the shadow monsters that they're fighting off. It will hit you in the heartstrings and will make you cry unless you're soulless, and if you are, I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. But the prologue will obviously be showing Neva's the dog. How Neva and it's something with an A, how they got linked together, how they met each other. So interested to play that. Was not expecting that. Nice, fun surprise. Then we got an interesting one, TJ. And I don't know if you saw this, because I know you said you kind of poked around the state of play. I don't know if you watched it in full. We got a game called Project Winless. And it is an interesting game. It's so weird that it was for some reason this is kind of enticing. Now, you watched me play Black Myth Wukong.
Yes.
I would like you to picture Black Myth Wukong in terms of that high fantasy and the graphic fidelity that game had.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it will be a Souls-like, but there are elements of it that kind of seem like it's that kind of combat style. However, also has a mixture of elements from the game series. Dynasty Warriors and Dynasty Empires, where there's a lot of people on the screen that your main character will be dealing with. However, the head scratcher moment of this trailer is the reveal of your hero. It is a giant rooster with big swords.
A buff rooster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see this because with this double swords in the back, people were like, "It's The Witcher."
Yeah, not exactly. So I nicknamed this Chicken Little. This is the Chicken Little game. It seems interesting. We didn't get a date on it or anything. Looks very impressive. But yeah, I was like, okay. This was not what I was expecting. Okie dokie.
Sometimes you gotta take a big swing, you know?
For sure.
That's definitely a big swing.
For sure. I think it said it was based on a book, and I don't recall what that book is, so that's probably obviously where it's drawing a lot of things from, like similar to Black Myth Wukong, where the folklore. So we'll see, but interesting. James Bond fans, you got another look at First Light with a release date of May 27th. I don't know if that was a reveal here, but just so you guys know. Konami had a huge presence in this state of play. Not a lot that personally drew my attention, but I do want to give a shout out to the newest Silent Hill game called Silent Hill Town Hall that is releasing this year. Looked phenomenal. They did say that they have a separate video that they're going to be playing after the showcase, after the state of play. I haven't gone and checked it out, but if you want more Silent Hill information, you can go look that up at your leisure. We got a big reveal from Saber Interactive that they are making a John Wick game that looked insane. Very cinematic trailer to open it with a lot of teasers of like build up to the reveal of Keanu / John Wick. And then we got some gameplay at the end. Looked very brutal in terms of combat, but cool. Excited for that one. We got Soros gameplay, a little bit more of that. They did show off that you can modify the game quite a bit. So you can make it more difficult or make elements of it easier for yourself. However, the gimmick is it always has to remain balanced, that experience. So if you add some things to make it easier, you will have to add things that make elements harder. It always has to make that equilibrium in the middle. If you die and respawn, unlike Housemarque's previous game of Returnal, where it was that rogue where you start right at the beginning, this will give you a quick teleport right back into the action after you go back to the home base. So it's not truly a rogue where you're starting over and over again. You can get right back where you were and left off and get back into the fight quickly. In the game, there is an eclipse that you can trigger on the planet, and this escalates the world. It's going to change it to a more dark and grim environment, but it also makes the enemies a little bit more difficult in combat. So the more I'm seeing of Soros, I'm getting more and more intrigued by it. I loved Returnal. I need to go back and finish Returnal. But seeing more of this, I'm like, yep, absolutely. And that comes out, once again, I don't remember if this was a reveal of the date, but April 30th of this year is when that officially comes out. You took the Tokon news, Unbreakable X-Men being revealed, Magic Wolverine in danger. We also got the confirmation from the Steam leaks of 20 characters. We also got a reveal of the release date. It is coming out August 26th of this year, and pre-orders are coming out next week or this week as the podcast has released. They did show off pre-order bonus, I believe, of some alternate costumes. As well as some question marks in terms of characters. I don't know if that was DLC characters or just like, hey, we haven't revealed these characters yet. There'll be some outfits kind of tied to them. But you can check that out as well. And then we ended the showcase with some huge announcements. Finally, we have confirmation that the God of War trilogy, the original, is getting a full remake. It is in development, but it's in the early stages, so that's a bit of a bummer. So now we'll be able to play God of War 1, 2, and 3, the Greek trilogy, in a full remake at some point. We do also have the original God of War voice actor making his return, so it will not be the newer guy who did 2018 in Ragnarok. I'm interested if they're going to change anything or if this is just going to be, clean up gameplay, clean up platforming, obviously high res visuals, stuff like that. But I'm excited. I did play the original 3 on PlayStation 3's collection. Question mark. Enjoyed them. It's definitely a different Kratos. Not a bad Kratos, but a different Kratos.
Oh no, he bad.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to running through those again. That'll be a good time. And then the last announcement was we finally also got confirmation of something that's been rumored for a while. The God of War prequel, Metroidvania pixel art with young Kratos and his brother Deimos, being made by Santa Monica and Mega Cat Studios. It's called God of War, Sons of Sparta, and it's coming out this year. Or rather, it came out the day of the State of Play. It was out immediately, so you can go jump into that. Someone has, and may talk about it soon. So you can jump into that if you want to see Kratos as a young child going through Spartan training and see him and his brother's relationship and the story unfold there. So yeah, excellent State of Play, a lot of good stuff, a lot of things here that I did not bring up. So please, if you're interested, make sure you go check that out, because there may be something that sparks your interest that I did not talk about here. But that's going to wrap up the news for us. So let's move on to what we've been playing. TJ, what have you been playing?
I've been playing one game and one game only. And that game is Overwatch.
Hey.
2? Question mark? Because on my PC, on my the shortcut tab still says Overwatch 2, but in my Steam library, it just says Overwatch. So that's a little bizarre. But yeah, I just wanted to check out all the updates and stuff. I had a bit of a busier week at work, so I was not able to play a lot of games this week, so I just wanted to dive into something mindless at the end of the work week. And man, Overwatch definitely fits the mindless category. I expected the changes to change the game a lot more than it did.
Okay.
The new characters are fun, but it's kind of like similar to adding the Fantastic Four to Marvel Rivals. It doesn't really fundamentally change the game all that much, I mean, I guess Invisible Woman is kind of game changing in Marvel Rivals, and there is the Jetpack Cat, which, by the way, laziest name I've ever heard of.
Is that literally the name? Is just Jetpack Cat?
It's Jetpack Cat. Yeah, they don't have a name. They should have just named him like Steve or something, but it's just Jetpack Cat. And so Jetpack Cat is very annoying. It definitely, they're game changing. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm just gonna use their pronouns, but they're game changing for sure, because they can heal as well as shoot pretty powerful attacks, and they fly around. There's not really a lot of flying characters in Overwatch, or at least the flying characters that they do have, like Pharaoh and stuff, they fly. Farah, whatever her name is. Yeah, she flies up, and it's like a limited time thing. And then Mercy flies around, obviously, but that's more tied. She also has a limited flight time, and it's also more tied to healing. So I don't know. Jetpack Cat was just pissing me off because I could not hit them. They were flying. It's like when you play in Marvel Rivals, when you play a very good Iron Man or something, and you can't hit them for shit. You're just like, come on, please. So it felt like that. But otherwise, I didn't really notice that many changes to the game. They changed the UI a lot, which was nice. I do like the new UI quite a lot. But I was talking to my friend who's like a big Overwatch fan, and she was like, I'm just afraid it's not going to feel like Overwatch anymore. And I have to say, that's not the case. It definitely feels like more Overwatch. Listen, I played it all week long, and I fell right back into the same pitfalls of Overwatch that I had previously. Because I have a lot more experience now in Marvel Rivals playing as the healers and support, I started playing as Baptiste a lot more to fill that support role. But for whatever reason, support just doesn't click with me in Overwatch the way it does with Rivals. I feel like I'm a much more efficient healer in Rivals than I am in Overwatch. I feel like I'm barely healing people in Overwatch, and it doesn't feel good. I feel like I'm not helping my team as much. So yeah, just been playing Overwatch 2. I haven't tried the new Stadium mode. Uh, I mean, it's not a new mode, but I haven't tried the updates to Stadium mode to see what they've changed at all.
Hmm.
To see if they've added characters because you have to. They only have certain characters in Stadium because there are so many upgrades and things. So I avoided Stadium for a long time because I didn't have Sojourn in
Hmm.
there, and that's my favorite character to play. So I was like, well, I might as well not play Stadium. So I haven't checked back in to see if they added her or what characters they have added or if they've added the full roster. But uh but yeah, it's been fun to jump back in. I was telling you off stream though as well that I started playing Marvel Rivals yesterday and today. And within like one game of Marvel Rivals, I was like, I feel like I'm back home. Like I feel like Marvel Rivals is better than Overwatch in my personal opinion. I think I just vibe with it more. Maybe it's because I have like 250 hours into Marvel Rivals and I have like 60 hours in Overwatch.
Sure.
But I feel like I enjoy Rivals a lot more.
Hmm.
So that's really all I've been playing. What about yourself? What have you been playing?
Fair enough. Yeah, you brought up Rivals. Do we want to talk about Elsa Bloodstone at all? I know I think both of our experiences are very limited, but at least first impressions of Elsa, do you have anything you want to talk about in terms of her gameplay?
Yeah, she has a Bob ability from what's that character's name in Overwatch?
Ash.
Ash. Yeah, she has the Ash's Bob
Hmm.
ability. That's like the immediate comparison that everyone's making. Um, I don't like that you can't use her elephant gun unless you're dashing.
Hmm.
Not a big fan of that. I was hoping that you could switch to it with like a weapon wheel, kind of like Blade or Punisher or Cloak and Dagger,
Hmm.
but you cannot switch the weapons. It's tied specifically to the dash abilities. And I think the traps are a little bit weak too. I've thrown the traps, and people seem to get out of them so quickly that you barely have an opportunity to capitalize on it
Okay.
unless you're like really watching the traps, and like trying to set someone in there and like focusing on it. So I feel like they should buff the traps a little bit. But yeah, it's frustrating because I really sucked with Elsa Bloodstone. But then when I play other players on the other team, they are absolutely cracked with her and destroying me, shooting me in like 10 seconds and I just die because they
Hmm.
just like they shoot me, they unload the clip, then they dash, use the elephant gun, and then dash backwards, use a different shooting ability, and I'm dead
Hmm.
in like 2 seconds, and you can't really hit her. So that's been a little frustrating. But yeah, have you had a chance to play with her yet?
Yeah, I played two matches last night because I want to be prepared today with her release yesterday. Um, the first game, someone insta-locked her, so, as to be expected, I didn't play her. So playing against her, I was like, okay, I didn't notice anything too bad, to be honest. I think the Bob ability, you mentioned the monster summoning, I think it's easy to avoid type thing,
Hmm.
where
Yeah.
it charges at you, so I never felt super threatened by it. And I haven't run into the Elsa that's really good, so like this one was just like, yeah, just another person, just another damage DPS I got to deal with type thing. The second match, I gave it a moment, and I was like, oh, nobody's taking her. All right, cool, it's my time. I went 17-0 with my
Oh
first
my
game with
gosh.
her. I really like her. I like it a lot. You mentioned the dash ability. I love how quick you can get in there, close the gap, and then, yeah, like you mentioned, you take out the elephant gun. If you choose to follow up with it, you don't have to. If you choose to follow up with it, you can get a decent hit on that. So I feel like I was doing a lot of work on tanks specifically. I was fighting against the Captain America and um, it's not Elsa. Who's the Ice Queen?
Emma
Thank
Frost.
you very much, Emma Frost. I was playing against those two, and I think I was handling their health very, very well and deterring them. Um, in terms of the traps, I actually thought the trap on PlayStation was Circle. I thought that trap was very handy of like, oh, they're stuck in place, especially if you can catch people off guard where they're trying to run because they're low on health. It's like, nah, 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 you're in there, and you can finish them off pretty well.
Mhm.
Her other trap, which is like a bullet that shoots like demon stuff or monsters out of it, I can't remember. I didn't have that ability because I had a Deadpool on my team and we had a team up. So I actually get like his little plushie that does shields, similar to his Vanguard mode. So I didn't get to mess
Mhm.
around with her ability there. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with her. I also thought she's a really good flanker. Like, she's not a diver character like Spider-Man or Panther or all these other pains in the asses that we have. But she's very effective of going around taking out the healers or somebody who's really giving the team problems. Like, we had a Hawkeye that we were playing against. I kept going around and making sure he was taken out because he was getting a decent amount of kills. So in the one match, granted, one match, and also the perfect scenario of 17-0, not dying, I was like, yep, all right, she's on the strike squad. She's another one in the rotation. So I'm eager to play more of her. I can't act like I've known this character super duper long. I think most of us, our introduction of her was Marvel Snap, and even in that game, I like her. So seeing her here, I'm like, oh, cool. Just more representation for her. I'm enjoying it so far. So I'm pretty happy with it. But yeah, very limited experience on my part. In terms of other stuff, Far Cry 5 continues to be making its strides in Streamland. Still loving it, still enjoying it. A lot of its story and messaging obviously could pertain to today's the realm, which I'm like,
No.
It's weird to say I like it. I think I like it because it's fantasy. I'm like, oh, this is really dire and things are, and then I'm like, oh God, no, don't think about that. But I like how it still resonates in terms of a message of like, it resonated in 2018 when this was happening of like, this is a really good story, and it still resonates now. It's just the unfortunate parallels. So I'm liking that. I'm still liking the characters. I think I mentioned it. Man, I can talk today. Mentioned it last week how it's very grindy in terms of like the resistance points. I still feel it's that way. I'm at a point now where we're in area 2 with Faith, where I've done all the story missions in the area, and I'm like, just gotta do all these things that like are tiny little bit of points here and there, and you gotta get like 13k, and I'm like, fuck. So that's a little annoying. I wish that was handled a little bit better, but it is what it is. At least that third region is going to be a smaller chunk, so that'll be fine. But still loving it.
They improve on that aspect in Far Cry 6.
Awesome. Cool. Looking forward to it. And then I want to give a shout out to an indie game I played at PAX East last year. Oh, no, I didn't play it at PAX East last year. They had a booth. It was popping. I never went there, but I did play the demo when I got home. And the game is called Seriously Powerful Capybaras. It's on sale right now. PlayStation has a big indie sale going on right now, so I decided to grab it. I think it was like $6. If you like Vampire Survivors, or you like Brotato, where it's like that bullet hell, survive however long you can, this is that with cute little capybaras. It is a multiplayer game. You can play local 2-player, or you can play online 4-player if you want. You get your little capybara. You give them a class. There's 4 that you could start off with, and I believe there's 2 that you can unlock. And then, similar to Vampire Survivors, every time you level up, you can choose either a passive attack, a more active attack, or just buffs for your characters. You can get so many throughout your run, and you're just trying to survive the 20 minutes as enemies are coming in. So you're just running around, collecting resources. Your attacks will go automatically, and you try and survive. I'm having a good time with it. I kind of needed another game that was like turn off the brain type thing. Squeak Cross is still going amazing, but I'm getting to those harder maps, so I'm like not solving things after a little while. So I needed something new in that department, and this is definitely scratching the itch there. So happy with that. Last one, I did buy Sons of Sparta. Why did I write Anarchy? I am playing Sons of Anarchy, the motorcycle game that inspired fucking Days Gone. I am playing God of War, Sons of Sparta. I bought it immediately after the state of play, and I played it for about 3 hours this morning before recording. It is an excellent Metroidvania. It's following young Kratos as older Kratos is telling or sharing the story with his daughter Calliope. So that even is taking place before the mainline God of Wars. And he's just telling the story of how him and his brother Demos became Spartans in their training, and you're going around doing different tasks. They throw you right into the shit, right into the fire. You fight a giant Cyclops right at the beginning. So you're kind of learning on the fly of what you need to do in order to survive this combat, and then you get the tutorial stuff after.
Wow.
But it's a lot of fun. It's got good platforming. There's a lot of good combat abilities too that you can slowly upgrade Kratos to have. Demos doesn't really pop in too much. He's more of like a story element. I thought it was going to be more through the trailers. It looked like it was almost a 2-player game, or like he would be like a companion that you could summon from time to time. Granted, still could happen. I'm still only a few hours in. But he just pops in occasionally from time to time. He's like, hey, story element, story exposition. Okay, bye. And then he leaves and leaves you to go do your thing.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought he was a big part of the game too, from what I saw.
Yeah, it's still early, so I'm not sure. Like in terms of a narrative, he's always present. It's just in terms of like when you're going around in the Metroidvania level to level type stuff, he's barely there. And I don't know much about Demos' character. I believe he was at least brought up in possibly the spin-off titles like God of War Ascension, but I don't know where his and Kratos relationship like goes and how it ends up. So we'll have to see too if like maybe there's some tensions at the end or whatever it is. Combat's really good, as I mentioned. You have one pretty much base attack, but then you have some special abilities where if you hold down this button and hit the attack button, when you hit an enemy, you can get health orbs back. Or if you hit them with this, you'll get this type of resource. There's a parry, but the timing's very finicky, or in terms of, not finicky, but specific. You can parry if you want to. There's certain attacks where the enemy will be red. You have to do X, Y, and Z thing if you want to not take damage, or they'll attack with blue and you have this, or they'll attack and have purple and you have to do this. So that's a thing you have to kind of remember of like, oh, it's a red attack, I can't block this one, or oh, it's blue, I can't dodge through it, or something like that. You have to really remember what specific things you're dealing with. So really enjoying that so far. The nice thing that I really want to give props to the game developers is with Metroidvanias, it's often the case where you're going to run through an area. There's going to be some element of that section that maybe you can't fully explore, solve a puzzle at that moment. So you're typically revisiting sections. They have a thing where if you find it and locate it and you spend like your resources, you can unlock the map to fully show you like this is everything in the region. So you know, oh, this resource is here. Eventually I could go back to it, and it will also label where it is. So that's really nice. And then also when you look at the main map, every section or chapter, whatever you want to call it, is color coded differently. It's very clear, like this was a section, which I personally really appreciate, instead of just because it's the first example I thought of, like a Hollow Knight. If you have your map, you're like, okay, that path is there. Like you have to really remember. Hollow Knight's a bad example because you have to buy the little chips to mark like this is this, this is this. But
yeah,
Guacamelee is another good example. Like it's just like, here's the map. And then you have to circumvent how you want to get back there. There's fast travels, and if there's something that you're missing in a specific area, you'll know, okay, I need to stay in the blue zone and look around here to try and find whatever this is. It's going really well so far. There's definitely good challenge in it too, for like challenge areas to get more resources to upgrade your weapons and whatnot. I only have a spear right now and a little slingshot that's kind of magical. So I'm curious if there will be more or if it'll just be the spear combat, but glad I've jumped into it. Really enjoying it so far. I'm curious how long the game is. But just a really cool thing to be like, okay, one, confirmation this game is a thing. Two, it's going to drop today. Like Shadow drops. Chef's kiss. Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially to ride the hype of the trilogy being remastered or remade, which I didn't really touch on that when you talked about it in the news,
Sure.
but I do want to say that I hope that they are like fully remaking the game with like modern combat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it seems
uh,
like they are because they did make sure to fully say remake like when the title card did come up. So I don't think it'll
yeah, I'm
just be like up-resed.
salivating over the idea of like the original God of War game, but with like 2018 combat. Like that sounds
Oh yeah.
incredible.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's it for what we've been playing. So now we'd like to move over to our fun mystery segment of the week, and because I'm hosting, I get to decide what the fuck we're doing. TJ, we are both going to be collectively playing a game together. Wow, teamwork. You're still going to be driving the ship, but I'm going to be here as support. Some of you guys might know
Yay!
this, but if you don't,
Okay.
there is a website called Guess the Game. And essentially what happens, I think daily, they put out either one game a day or like 5 games a day. And it's a sequence of screenshots. And you like just going off the screenshots and the information that they gradually give you over time as you progress through the quiz. If you make a bad guess, you're just guessing like, can I see and guess what the game is? So we're going to have this up on the screen for you guys to see so you can play along. Obviously, if you're listening to this audio podcast wise, this is a little bit more of a visual element, so I apologize there. But we'll have this up, and yeah, we'll do maybe 5 or 10 of these depending on how fast it goes, and we'll see if we can guess the game. Simple as that.
I'm gonna make a prediction that I'm not gonna be able to guess the game very well, so we'll see.
Aw, bummer. All right, so we got our first game here for Guess the Game. We have a floor.
It's just the floor,
It's
man. How
just
am I
the
supposed to
floor.
guess this?
But does the floor look familiar?
No, I'm gonna say my prediction is gonna hold steadfast because this is
Okay.
ridiculous. I'm gonna guess looks potentially fantasy because it's I don't know, man. Fable.
Fable, okay. I mean, hey, good start. Okay, not Fable. Okay, so this got okay, so it's got a Metacritic score of 80%. So like I said, viewers, as we guess wrong, we're gonna get more and more hints. So it'll either be a Metacritic score, it will be the platform it was on, maybe a release date, stuff like that. So we'll get slowly more information and different screenshots as we go along. So we got a Shiba Inu in the background and some Asian culture. Do you think this is like Shenmue?
I was gonna guess Rise of the Ronin.
Rise of
but,
the Ronin? I mean, the floor did look pretty high def. Rise of the Ronin? You have played Rise of the Ronin. Okay, not Rise of the Ronin.
Okay.
All right, original platform. We had PS4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox One, and Xbox Series. And we have Carved the
screenshot
Spirit.
is much uglier.
Yeah. And I will say, too, if we guess and it's like yellow, that means like we're close or like in the right franchise. So if it was a Mario game, for example, and it wasn't Super Mario 1, it could be 3 or something like that.
Okay.
Carve the Spirit.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what that means, and I
more,
don't even know what
I think
I'm
that's
looking
like
at.
a
Am I looking at
location.
rocks?
Like a location we walked into or something. It's a newer game, relatively speaking.
Relatively gaming. Maybe maybe a Dynasty Warriors type game, maybe.
Yeah, we can give that a try. Dynasty Warriors. And then we gotta think of like what are recent ones? Let's try 8. Okay, no. Action strategy. And we have a purple mass.
Is that a hand?
It kind of looks like a hand, but
Oh man, this is very difficult.
yeah, we here. Does that zoom in on your screen too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
that
good, good,
did.
good. Yeah, we got a tough one to start.
Hand, carve the spirit. Some Asian-inspired things. It's medieval,
It almost
potentially.
looks like spectral and spooky vibes, which is totally different than the the earlier screenshots.
Yeah, I feel like these screenshots don't belong together.
You're right. This is a hand. Oh, I forgot I can zoom in. These are nails.
Yeah, it's a hand. So I don't. What is that red stuff in the background? Is that fire?
I think this is fire. Yeah.
There's some snow.
There. Puppo. I'm trying to think. No, that was a city. Oh, there was the game. I can picture the freaking cover. I really liked it, but it didn't do super well. It was a ghost type game, but that was like modern day city, and you're collecting spirits and whatnot. I streamed it, I think last year, maybe the year before.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you have a guess for this image? Because I sure don't.
For some reason, I want to say Okami, but Okami released on PlayStation 2 originally. I don't know if this would count like the remake or remaster. Okay, definitely not Okami. Released in 2024. It was only last year. 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And we got this dude.
Crimson Desert's not out yet, right? That's not a game that's out yet.
Man, that's one I've heard for like so long, and I couldn't tell you.
Swordman.
We have a Swordman. Crimson Desert. We still got one more after this.
I think I'm gonna cheat and Google when Crimson Desert came out.
All right.
Nope, it doesn't come out until March of this year.
Okay. Well, Rise of the Ronin was a closer guess. That was closer to 2024, right? But we did that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought the symbol on the flag, that's why I said that. Those symbols there look like very similar symbols to the game that's in the game for the dueling I forget what it's called, but you're part of like a twin blade assassin thing where you have like you train 2 assassins at one time.
Oh, okay.
God. I really don't know. I don't know what this could be.
I doubt it. Black Myth. I don't know if there was any. I don't think there was any Shiba Inus in that game.
Well, it's worth a shot. We'll get our next.
It's a Capcom game. So now we have a clip of it and we get to see some gameplay. Wow, yeah, I don't know what this is. This does not look any.
I just don't know this game.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool though, now I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Huh. Alright, yeah, we can skip it and see what it was.
Yeah, let's find out what it was.
Oh, Jesus. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. Yeah, no way I was getting that.
Oh, shit, dude. I was about to guess that.
Sorry.
I can't believe you skipped. That was my next guess. It was Kunitsugami.
All right. What did we just do?
1332.
1332.
That's my lucky number, 32.
Huh.
Okay.
All right, we got some metal. That's it. And a hand. We got a hand.
We got another hand. There is people in this game. Okay. I don't know, man.
I'm going bold. Lies of P.
All right, go for it.
Damn it.
Nope.
76%
we got a castle.
Metacritic.
Yeah, like I know Metacritic scores off the top of my head.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh, right.
Oh, yes, this one that did. I guess it's just more of like, did the game do well? Did it not do well?
Right,
At
right.
least critically.
So it was received pretty well, although I will say it depends when this game came out, but those textures are not texturing very well.
That's true. I was gonna say maybe like a Resident Evil 8 because there's a few different settings in that one. Like Lady D's a castle, and then towards the end it's the factory. But I don't.
Yeah, well, we guess Resident Evil. That's a good guess.
All right. No.
Not
Oh, I think I know it.
Shenmue?
That wasn't what I was going with. I think it's Dishonored.
Think it's Dishonored?
Maybe.
Dose?
PlayStation 4, Xbox One. Did the second one come out on that, or was that?
I don't know. I don't want to look it up to cheat.
Sure. I mean, we can. That's not.
No, it's cheating.
All right, you want to try 2 or 1?
Try the first one because it does look.
Now I'm like, did Dishonored 1 come out on 360?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. I think it did come out on
Okay.
360.
2. Didn't play 2. Shit.
2's a great game.
Action, adventure, stealth, and we have a synchronized vantage point. Okay, so is this a Ubisoft title? It's like
That only narrows it down to every action adventure game ever. There's a tower system. Oh, are there some camps that we have to overthrow too? Okay.
well, synchronized to me speaks Assassin's Creed.
You want to put Assassin's Creed in there?
Assassin's Creed, but which one? What has metal?
What was that one that took place in France? Like Mirage or some
France.
shit?
That was Mirage is one of them. I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. There's Syndicate. It's not.
Assassin's Creed Victory. What the fuck was that?
I think that was like the Chinese PSP Liberation one. I don't know. There's Mirage. Mirage was Egypt?
No, I think Mirage was France.
Was it France?
No, I'm gonna Google it.
There's so many Assassin's Creed. Chicken Assassin. What
Oh,
is this?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is set in Baghdad, so I was a little bit off. I was slightly a couple of thousand miles away.
Yeah. What was it? PlayStation 4, Xbox One. I'm gonna try Syndicate.
Okay.
Hey, we got it.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You just guessed randomly a random Assassin's Creed game?
It sounded right, like the industrial age, but yeah, look at there you go. We would have got it there. 2015, Ubisoft Quebec. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Assassin's Creed for sure.
I think this is the setting you were thinking of. It's just not the title.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not the Baghdad one.
Right.
That'll be a lot oranger. Do something with 24 in it, because that's also my other lucky number.
1224. Red Wall.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Which one?
Just the OG, or you want a different one?
Just the OG, because I just want to see if it'll narrow it down to the series.
Nope.
79
Metacritic. There's some blood and a fuzzy ass image.
Yeah, I can't see this at all. Was this filmed on a potato? What happened?
Right. I assume it's blood, right? I guess Little Nightmares. I doubt it. Nope. PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Sleeping Dogs. Great game.
Oh, Zombrex. Okay, we know what franchise.
Wait, what franchise has Zombrex
This would be
in it?
Dead Rising.
Oh, Dead Rising. Okay, okay.
It's
Uh,
early, so it's either 1 or it's 2, because
two.
um, Dead
Let's
Rising
guess Dead Rising 2.
Dead Rising 3 was on Xbox One, and it was exclusive, unfortunately. It was Dead Rising 2 with Chuck.
All right.
Yeah, we would have got it for sure here. With
Oh,
Chuck
yeah, the
there.
motorcycle jacket.
Yep.
Yeah.
Him and his daughter.
You
See,
think they'll remake Dead Rising 2?
I don't know. The first one was I really enjoyed the first Dead Rising remake or remaster that they did. I was gonna say, like, I enjoyed, this was my first Dead Rising. I enjoy the early Dead Risings, but that time mechanic is such a pain in the ass. And they still have it in the remaster of 1. I think it's a little bit more lenient or forgiving. This one I felt like I was missing so much. And obviously the worlds are huge, so you want to explore, you want to look around, but sometimes you feel like you can't.
Well, don't you unlock a free play mode once you beat the game?
If you do,
Almost
that's
positive.
knowledge
I
to
know in the
me.
first one you unlock a free play mode after you beat it.
Gotcha.
I know for the first one. I don't know about the second one. I have not played Dead Rising 2 very much.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, there's a chance. I don't know how the Dead Rising remaster sold, so potentially.
Hopefully well. I was hoping for I don't know. I like these kind of horror remasters and remakes they've been doing. I was hoping for a Dead Space 2 one, but I don't that's not in development, so
I do not think so. All right, let's do 2 more. Let's do 1169 here. Nice. All right, got a very artistic painted look.
watercolor.
Yeah. Telling me indie potentially, which, oh
Means
boy, might be a
yeah,
struggle.
gonna be a struggle for sure.
Yeah. Seems too bright for like an Ori Will-O-the-Wisp. Those
Yeah, I got nothing.
darker colors. Okay, let's skip it. Oh, a bedroom.
Okay, so it's isometric.
84%.
Still gonna need more information.
I'm gonna guess Braid. Did you ever play Braid?
Never did.
Oh, it's pretty good. All right, not Braid. There's a dog or dog people in this game, and it's an Xbox
on the Switch.
exclusive. Well, no, it's not exclusive. Xbox Series, PC, and Switch. Got a bull over here. A dog. What furry detective game is this? Detective Pikachu? No.
Phoenix Wright.
Objection.
Objection. I've never played those games. I really want to.
Boy.
Yeah, I say we skip this one.
Okay. Okay, we got a backpack and a tree. Adventure isometric, good call. Isometric real-time visual novel, direct control fantasy. Oh boy. And we got a fox detective.
Direct control. What the fuck does that mean?
When do you not control it directly?
Yeah, I thought that's just what video games were.
Yeah.
God.
All the tough ones. What happens if I type detective? What pops up?
Pikachu?
Conan and Kandanshi case files?
That's the one.
Aw. Oh, cute little animal guys. Okay.
2022. I will never get this game. What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah. It looks adorable.
Yeah, I just don't know this game for sure.
Hiding Spot LLC developer. Yeah, no idea.
It does look like it would be. Oh, wow, look at that. When you talk, it pops up.
All right, let's figure out what it is or find out. This is Beacon Pines. Okay, I remember the name or recognize it, but I never would have been able to guess that.
Yeah, I never. Hiding Spot LLC. Never would have gotten that.
Okay.
All right, Uno Mas.
Uno
Sir.
Mas. Any requests?
Not really.
All right, let's go with 1,000 even.
Better be a good one.
Rocks! Woohoo!
Skyrim.
Yeah, would they do something like just memorable for 1,000? Oh, not Skyrim. No, it's a very popular game though. Metacritic score of 90%.
90%. Okay. It's got a warehouse in it.
Yeah, rocks in a warehouse.
Mm.
Ooh, is this what I played? Is it that Fox game? Oh, I can picture the freaking cover. It's the little fox mom, and you got your cubs that you're trying to keep survive, and it's tough as hell.
Oh, I don't know.
What the hell is it called? I can see the stupid cover where they're on the log crossing. Fox. What the hell is it called? For some reason, E is popping in my head.
Foxy.
Fox survival game. If you wouldn't mind looking it up. Ow! He's at me, Moose.
Ending extinction is forever.
Yes, thank you. Get out of the way. Ending extinction is forever. Beautiful game, bit of a bummer. Do I need a
there's a dash
semicolon?
after
it's a
ending.
dash. Hey, stop it. Okay, let's just get rid of that. What the fuck?
Mobile Suit Gundam.
Thought it was Endling.
It is.
Oh, well, why isn't that popping up then?
Maybe it's just.
You gotta move, Chief.
Maybe it's just the subtitle. Maybe it's just Endling. The top one, yeah.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's just that.
Oh, it is definitely not. There's no space aliens in there.
Half-Life 2.
Was Half-Life 2... Yeah, Orange Box was on 360, yeah.
It was on 360.
Ooh, it's in that franchise!
Oh, wow, okay. Half-Life 1?
Well, it's not Alex, I'll tell you that.
It's not Alex.
What?
So it's got to be Half-Life.
I didn't realize there was another one.
There's a fucking crowbar. It's Half-Life. Half-Life.
Decay?
Episode 2?
Opposing Force?
Half-Life 2, Episode 2.
If it's Half-Life 2, Episode 2, that's pissing me off that didn't count.
It's Half-Life 2.
You
Episode
son
2.
of a bitch!
Yeah!
Good job.
I know Half-Life 2 when I see it.
That's just dumb that it didn't count it earlier.
Except for when I saw the rocks, I didn't think it was Half-Life 2.
Released in 2007 from Valve.
Nice.
Boy.
Great game. You ever play Half-Life 2?
I have not. I had the orange box, but I only played it for Portal and Team Fortress 2.
For shame, sir. For shame.
Gordon Freeman didn't really intrigue me. I was like, I'm good.
It's a great game.
Oof. Okay. Well, a little bit rough, but I mean, it was fun to try and guess those.
Hey, I got one.
You did. You got Half-Life 2.
I got one at the end, so I'll take it.
We got one other one. Do I remember what it is? No, my memory is the span of a goldfish.
Well,
So
we got 3. We got 3 out of 5.
We got 3
That's pretty good.
See?
Yeah, we got Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah.
Half-Life, and a third game.
All right. Not bad. 3 out of 5. Not a great percentage, but a percentage that's on the positive. Well, let's wrap up this show, shall we? Let's talk about something in our backlogs or something future that's coming out that we're looking forward to playing. TJ, would you like more time because I kind of corrupted your one earlier?
That's okay. I'll say Mugenics, but also we already talked about Mugenics, so I'm just excited to give that one a shot.
Yeah.
I'm also excited to play. This is definitely a backlog game. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Mm.
Snake Eater. I have never played a Metal Gear Solid game besides the open world one, which I forget the title
5.
of. 5, yeah. So I really they
Campaign.
remade it or remastered it,
Mm-hmm.
whichever one it is for Snake Eater. And I think that would be a good entry point, although I might be confused on the story. Let's be honest, I was probably going to be confused on the story anyway, because it is Kojima,
Yeah.
so even if I played them in order. So
Right.
um but uh but yeah, I think this would be a good jumping in point because I feel like Metal Gear Solid is a gap in my gaming knowledge and my gaming history. So this would be really cool to jump into. And it's like a 60s spy thriller,
Mm-hmm.
which is really cool. I've been getting into that era of like politics and history and stuff, so I think I would really enjoy it for sure.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're gonna go through like the collection that they put out?
Maybe. I think at least I think I'll probably just try the remake and then see how that goes.
Sure.
And if that goes good, then I'll get the collection and do the first two games.
Mm-hmm.
Cap
Cool.
it off because it is on sale right now until February 23rd
Oh, there you
for
go.
$30. So I might have to pick it up.
Nice. Well, I'm going to talk about my backlog as well. And just because as we're approaching Resident Evil 9, the one I'm going to shout out today, I've had prepped on the PlayStation as a backup just in case I don't remember there was technical difficulties one day. The original Resident Evil, I have never played. So want to give a shout out to that. I'd like to
Play the
jump.
GameCube remake.
Yeah, I think that's the port that they do have on PlayStation is the like
Okay.
remake or remaster of that first one. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back to the PS1 era build of it. Yeah, I just obviously see where it starts. I get the general gist, like Chris, Jill, and Wesker showing up to the mansion, doing stuff, the tank controls. I think this is where the dogs jump through the windows and scare the shit out of you. Like, I know a bunch of it, but I don't know, obviously, the full breadth of the story. And then
How
I've,
dare you forget Barry, by the way.
well, Barry dies really early in the third game, so yeah, whatever. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, I know obviously a lot of the lore in terms of like the franchise playing 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and then 7, 8, eventually 9. So to go back to square one with 1 because they didn't want to remake that one yet. Yeah, looking forward to giving it a try. And I know you have experience with it. I know Mudhorn has experience with it. So just to kind of have another game to talk with you guys about, and then obviously stream side, like this is my first time experiencing it, and you guys are like, we know everything, and I'm like, ah la la la, and just get fucking wrecked by something. I'm gonna be like, oh damn it.
Yeah, get ready for fixed camera angles and tank controls, my friend.
Yeah, I think that'll be the toughest part for me is adjusting to everything. Because while RE2 Remake didn't fully go tank controls, obviously it was, similar in terms of like the over the shoulder third person. And at times it could get a bit stressful. God, I know. Yeah, I got stressed in that game. Mr. X chasing me around, the fucking lickers. I know there's no, well, to my knowledge, there's no big bad like a Mr. X or a nemesis that's going to be following us around. But still, to deal with obviously the zombies and anything else that game has to throw with me, with also the presentation style and the control style, it's going to be like, okay, let's go. Yeah. But I'm going to be stressed. So.
Yeah, have you heard of Crimson Heads?
Fuck. It sounds familiar. I probably have seen them, but I'm blanking on it right now. Yeah.
You have to burn the bodies of the zombies, otherwise they will reanimate as Crimson Heads and be even more fast and deadly.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. Sweet. Limited ammo.
Yeah.
Now having to burn things. Cool.
It's fun. It's a good game. It's a really good game. The puzzles and stuff are really fun and innovative, and I really do think I think it's great to play that first GameCube game just to get a sense of like, wow, all these games were fixed camera angles, and you do adjust to it faster than you think. The fixed camera angles that actually paint a pretty good picture. You get a good idea. The only time that's annoying is sometimes a zombie will be like in between two cameras.
Oh, okay.
So when you flick back and forth, like you go to the hallway and it switches to a different camera and it's like right there, the
Sure.
zombie, and you're like, oh shit. But yeah.
Okay. Well, nice.
That's pretty great.
Well, everybody, this has been another episode of the Relatively Gaming Podcast. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, giving it a watch and listen. If you guys ever have a topic of conversation for us that you'd like us to chat about, please feel free to put it in the comment section down below, and we'll get to it at a future episode. Also, if you like what you heard, please drop a follow, a subscription, a like, whatever it is. It may seem small, but it does help the channel grow. So if you take the time to do that, we'd love and appreciate it. We're also putting out shorts now. TikTok's kinda not on RG. That's more on my thing. But if you want more snippet stuff, you could check those things out. And those are probably a little bit easier to share to new people. So if you think somebody would like it and you're like, hey, give this a try, a minute clip is definitely easier than here's an hour. Go check this out. So if you share those things too, that would be greatly appreciated. TJ, thank you so much for hanging out today and recording this episode. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. I'm going to go play some Marvel Rivals and not Overwatch.
Elsa, baby. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Give it a watch, give it a listen. And we hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.
Bye.